This is one of the most important decisions you can make in your entire life. How to decide on a career. The consequences of choosing wrong means that you could be stuck doing something that you would hate for the rest of your life. But how do you decide on the best career for you? Perhaps there's a lot of options you can take. Maybe there's a lot of advice that different people are giving you. Well, maybe it's not even important at all. If you watch this video, you'll learn how to find out how to choose the best career for you and why maybe it's not as serious as you first thought it would be. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to muzzlightyear, a channel dedicated to videos about making money, working smarter, and being happier. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to choose a career. Now, this is something I personally struggled with growing up in my 20s, and I want to impart some wisdom on you from my learnings. Let's start with one of the worst pieces of advice I think that people give, which is follow your passion. This is terrible advice. The reason for this is just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean you'll be able to make a career out of it. I would love to be a professional footballer, but regardless of how passionate I am about it, I'm never going to be able to make a career out of it. I've settled with that. In fact, the easiest way to success is to do what you're good at. And you don't need to worry if it's not what you want to be doing right now. Because when you do what you're good at, it's more likely to lead you to success. And this success can then lead you to passion. It doesn't work the other way around. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean it would lead you to success. But if you are successful at something, there is a greater likelihood that you will become passionate about that thing. Because the thing is, you have to be good at work before you can expect work to be good to you. And success means being good at work. This is just basic economic theory. Supply and demand 101. If you want something that's rare and valuable, such as a happy, fulfilling, successful career, you need to offer something rare and valuable in return. And this first step is to master something. It's to master a skill that you're already good at, that you already are better than average at, that's something that other people have told you you do better than others. Because it's when you master that skill, then you earn the right to have more autonomy and control over your time. And when you get that autonomy, then you could start to decide how you want to do things. You get to choose whether you want to work at this company or live in this city or demand that paycheck. Because when you've developed the skill set to take you to that level, you're able to call the shots because you are so good at what you do. So now that you've mastered the skills and you have the autonomy, you can use these skills that you've mastered and the autonomy that you've gained to move towards something that's more meaningful for you in the future. You can use this new autonomy you now have in your life to apply to something that you care more about. Let's take sales, for example. A lot of people have this stigma attached to sales. And maybe you find out that actually you're quite good at it. It may not be the thing you're most passionate about, or the thing that you're selling may not be the thing that you're most interested in. But you know how the game works. You're good with people. You know how to subtly negotiate and to build rapport. So you keep doing more and more of it. Well, once you get better at that skill of sales, you'll then get to choose where you get to apply those sales skills. And you'll get to decide which products, which services that you'll get to sell in the future. And you just keep moving up, and up until you eventually reach something that is a little bit more purposeful and meaningful to you. For example, maybe you work your way up to a position that you're doing sales for a nonprofit that helps the environment, and that your job is now to speak to lots of different leaders across different industries to help them donate to your cause. This is still sales, but it's now attached to something that's more meaningful for you. So really, the trick is not to obsess over discovering your true calling. but instead you want to master rare and valuable skills first. You want to focus on doing what you're already naturally good at, things that will lead you to success. And once you build up the career capital that these skills that you've mastered brought you, then you can get a little bit more autonomy. And once you have that autonomy, then you can start applying everything that you've got to something that's more meaningful for you. These are some of the lessons that I got from this amazing book by Newport called So Good They Can't Ignore You. I highly recommend checking this book out because it'll give you what I mentioned in a little bit more detail to help you understand how you can decide on a career. So, if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more videos about making money, working smarter, and being happier, then check out this video next, which I think you'll also enjoy. See you there.